I mean, I started to, after it was over, but it was over first. What happened? Oh, it was over. Girls, they love it, hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run the option right here on first down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So Mike's number one. Got it.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after try forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Don't you always got like 1,000 receivers already?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 25. Check 25. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Back. Tuesday. Hey, exit.
Throwing now is Wentz. Open man is QT, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Fighting through it, he's got space. It's a big run that time by Bell. 49 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Here's Scott. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Game been out 2 months, man. That shit ain't never coming out, man.
Hey, let's go. 51 the mic.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It was like 3 of us. I said, don't let me talk shit. I'd have been stiff armed. He didn't. Zeke didn't stiff arm 3 of us before.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And they are on the board, still trailing. It's 7-3.
That's God looking out for you.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback.
You got to do the whole scenario again.
You've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drive a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. To throw is Wentz.
Oh, my God.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
This nigga literally threw to the worst person he could have threw to. I left a dude completely open on accident.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
He's catching everything.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good.
Traffic,
the lead is now 10-7.
I'm seeing
now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
We exploring the game.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
fuck is 83? Oh, duh. Youth 83. Oh, the horse? It's in there.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That's sort of a second quarter to forgive for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. To throw again on second down. Wentz. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Mike 51. Here we go. 51, Mike. Mike 51. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 51. Mike 51. Come up the ball.
Throwing is Wentz. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Well, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go! I got you, boy. Ringer, guys. Fight 51.
Wentz. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
51 to Mike, boys. 81. Cut. 51 to Mike. 51.
Wentz now on first down. Got an open man. It's QT. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
My nigga Von Miller ain't got in if it ain't a blitz in so long.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's make it 74.
Now Wentz again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first down, Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ringer, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, Delta. 51, Mike. Mike 51. 3 buzz. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. 51. I'm coming. Hey, Orbit.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct it.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Hits his running back, Pirine. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Damn. Trying to see
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing, Bridgewater, escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Bridgewater on first down. Setting up the screen to Pirine. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen
if I had a back with some
looked
abilities.
like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still,
this might be alright too.
Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 37 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun
Oh,
one to
yeah,
watch,
yeah. That's what you was talking about earlier.
Seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield. Very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
You got 3 down.
Please, 5-7.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz caught here by Bell. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Oh, shit, I wanted to see this. I'm tripping. It's the right set.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on third down.
57's the mic. Rock 57. I got you. I got you, son. That's right.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh, man, open down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Devin Funches, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Wentz will try again on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
You sync it up over here.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And he goes down.
Hey, Von Miller. Yay.
Back at his own 3-yard line.
Got a sack.
Von Miller. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now P-Ryan. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Third and goal for Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This will be taken short. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 37. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. It's coming this way.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
You better be afraid of me.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Check. Joker.
Hey, 57. Here.
He comes to me.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside.
They holding on that.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz to throw again. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 35. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Push him back. 30.
Bravo.
6. Slam.
What's that?
Wentz going to throw. He completes it to Nelson. 16 yards, a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Slam.
Hey, box truck.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Man 5-7.
Hit the weight room. Whip. Watch the whip. Check the backer.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Ain't nobody dropping shit.
Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Hey, Trey 15. Hey, Sue. Hey, Mike 51.
Let's go one more. Right here, guys.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Check, 59. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by Funchess. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
How your draft go?
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
I call that every
The
day.
Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check it out. Go, go.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a game that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Going for it all. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. But on the argument, I get it on the other side. We do something
like
about it. Stop it.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited.
5 and 8.
Fantasy owners who had them.
Somehow we got a
Get
full
the points
house.
for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age
Ain't
stuff.
nobody coming to watch us play, man. Ain't shit to see here, man.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but
I think
not
I did
before
see
he
that one.
reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
That's funny. Yeah, because ain't nobody supposed to be here, bro. The 5 and 8 Skins, the 6 Eagles.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down?
What y'all
No,
watching?
it's
Nigga,
incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I don't think you got it, sir.
SOS.
74.
SOS.
Bud. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I got you.
One final try now for Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. A big offensive explosion helped.